Now let's release all this, and we are going to start by using this other little tool here, a lacrosse ball, and start with your right foot on the ball and your left foot on the footprint. So we get accustomed, can you switch your foot? So we get accustomed to keep our feet straight when we are standing on one foot. Start on your heel and go across the heel and feel if there is any little tender spots. If you find a tender spot, it's usually a knot. That Kathleen talked about, those knots that keeps you from having a mobility on your feet. And then go where the arch is, right in the middle. And again, if you find a tender spot, stop on the tender spot and wiggle to release the knot. And keep moving from side to side towards the ball of the foot. Once you get there, if you find a knot, wiggle again. Then go all the way to the ball and spread those metatarsal bones on the ball of your feet apart, like you're trying to hug the ball with your foot. Once you do that, do the base of the toes and stretch each one. Now that's done, the whole foot is done. Let's place it back here on your footprint and just stand there and feel the difference between the 2 feet. You should feel that the right foot, the one we just did, has more surface area because now the muscles, if my fingers were muscle fibers, they were stuck like this by the fascia. The fascia is kind of like a saran wrap around the muscle. So now we release it and now they can slide and they can stretch and they can contract. So let's do quickly the other foot, same way. We start on the heel, keep the right foot directly on that footprint so we don't tighten the muscles again. So once we turn the foot out and flatten the feet, they get tight all over again. So once we release the knots, we want to try to practice good posture or good mechanics of the feet. So do the arch where it joins with the ball and wiggle on the area that's tender. That means there's a knot. Then do the ball of your foot. Spread those metatarsal bones that are there by the ball of your foot, and especially the metatarsals close to your big toe and the first toe. And then do the base of all the toes. And then we place the foot here and we feel now we have both feet are free to work and to support our weight. And again, they are also more, they are better in order for us to learn good mechanics, which means we are going to try not to turn the foot out and not to fall in. Because if you fall in into your arches, see the knees and the hips and the back twists. So stand with your foot like this directly forward and the footprints help. Then stand on the ball of the foot, on the toes, especially that big toe. And if you need to hold on to the foam roller. And then once you start landing, land on the outer blade, on the outer part of your sole instead of the middle. And that gives you a good base, and that's how we're supposed to squat and walk, standing on the ball, the big toe, outer blade, and heel. So let's try that squat again and see how it's a little bit easier if you try at home. Once you do that little ball, it becomes a little easier to bend the knee and especially the ankles. But